Social media is everywhere and it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yes.
Regardless if you got an Android, iPhone, desktop, it's making its way even to flip phones. Everybody has some level of social media, you know, from Facebook to Twitter, Threads, X, whatever. And it just so happened, coincidentally, a lot of these people that are on social media are also married. Okay?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Married and trying to stay married, trying to stay happily married. Now, you know, for the people out there, you two have been together you've been married 10 years. How long have you been together?
We've been married actually 11 years. So
11 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we've been together about 14 years. But
Okay.
we've been friends about 16 years.
Look at that.
Yep.
I like it. I like it.
So we know each other a little bit.
A little bit. Now, you know, for a lot of people, you know, before we really go into the meat of this, how did you guys meet? Did you meet via social media or did you know each other organically?
Well, actually, Antonio and I were both cops. So he was my field training officer. Well, he was a substitute trainer for me one
I'm
day.
a fill-in.
Yeah, he was the fill-in. So that's how we met. We met on the job.
Okay. Good. So you met on the job, but then at some point you're connected on Facebook or somebody sent somebody a friend request or...
Funny thing, Antonio
Yeah,
did not
funny
have
thing.
social media. He was
Nice.
not on Facebook. He was not on Instagram.
I was
he was
scared
not
of
on
it.
no platforms. So when we got together, I introduced him to social media.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying beautiful now, but I really want to, you know, we're going to talk about it. You know, you guys have spoken with couples,
Yes.
you know, over the years, and, you know, you've gone through the gamut of different issues and, you know, all the travails that, you know, many couples face.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure social media has come up once or twice.
Or 5
More.
times.
Or 5 times, right. You know, it's out there. People talk about, you know, they're married, but their spouses on social media and all the, you know, little drama that comes with that. What are, in your opinion, you know, you've heard many people talk about social media. At one point in time, I heard a divorce lawyer say social media is mentioned at 45% of divorce cases.
I could believe
Yeah.
that.
You know, what are some of the issues that you hear you hear couples talk about as it relates to how social media has affected their marriage?
Well, first of all, if we coach about 4 couples, I would say 3 of them mention something
With
about
social
social media. Whether it's them observing their spouse, liking, clicking, doing things, or they've looked in their partner's DMs. There's always conversation about social media in marriages. So most of our clients, we deal with that. And my thought about it is that once you start having problems on social media, it's just highlighting the problems that are in the marriage. Social media is just showing you the insecurities, showing you the boundaries have been crossed or have not been established. So that's my thoughts about it.
Yeah, and to Margot's point, I think with anything, the lack of boundaries. I think with anything that you do with marriage, if you set healthy boundaries, is anything you can do. And most people that have social media problems, they have a lack of boundary in their marriage problem.
Correct.
And that's the thing that we find common. And to your point as well, it's like 1 out of 5 marriages divorce because of social media. That is 20%. That's high. And social media is here to stay.
Right.
So
Ain't going
we got to
anywhere.
figure this
Ain't going
thing
nowhere,
out. We
nowhere
got to figure this
soon.
thing out if we want to stay happily married.
Right.
Right, that's the thing, you know, and I'm glad you purposely happily married.
Oh, yes.
You got a lot of couples out there, they're just existing.
Going through the
just,
motions.
They're going through the motions. They ain't happy.
Right.
Yep.
They're praying for something.
Right.
But that's not what we want. That's not the definition of, you know, the kind of marriage a couple should strive to have.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the people, hope they get there safe. But that's not what we want. And so social media is going to have some level of impact.